Imagine waking up one morning, scrolling through your phone like any other day, and suddenly the internet is on fire. Everyone is talking about the same thing. A couple you thought was unbreakable has just called it quits. But here is the part that nobody is talking about enough. The signs were already there. They had been there for weeks, hidden in plain sight, buried inside TikTok videos and Instagram stories, quietly screaming for anyone willing to pay attention. This is the story of Bunnie Zoe and Jelly Roll, and the clues she left behind before the world even knew their marriage was over. Let me take you back to 2015. Picture a packed concert venue in Las Vegas, the Country Saloon, loud music, flashing lights, and a crowd full of energy. A woman named Bunnie walks in, and somewhere in that room, a rapper-turned-country singer named Jelly Roll is performing on stage. They meet. There is a spark. Within a year, they are married. It sounds like the kind of love story that gets turned into a movie. Two people from different worlds, finding each other in the middle of a Las Vegas crowd and choosing to build a life together. For nearly 10 years, that is exactly what they did. Bunnie became more than just a wife. She launched her own podcast called Dumb Blonde, built her own audience, carved out her own identity. And Jelly Roll went from underground artist to mainstream superstar, selling out arenas and moving millions of people with music about redemption, pain, and survival. They seemed like the real deal, the kind of couple that actually makes it. And then, on May 15, 2026, Jelly Roll quietly filed for divorce. No announcement, no statement, no Instagram post, just court documents obtained later by multiple outlets, citing irreconcilable differences. The public did not find out until June 16th, more than a month later, when TMZ broke the story. But here is what makes this whole situation so fascinating. Bunnie already knew, and she was already talking about it. Not directly, not in plain language, but through the language of someone who is processing something enormous and cannot quite bring herself to say it out loud yet. Just 5 days after the divorce filing, on May 20th, Bunnie posted a video on TikTok. On the surface, it looked like a funny, relatable clip, the kind that gets shared 1,000 times because everyone has felt that feeling. The text overlay on the video read, "Women's intuition when that stuff don't add up." And then she looked around slowly, like a realization was dawning on her, and mouthed an expletive at the camera. The comments flooded in. People laughed. People related. But nobody connected it to anything deeper at the time. Looking back now, that video was not just a funny moment. That was a woman telling the world that something inside her already knew, that something did not add up, that her gut had been sending her signals and she was finally listening. Women's intuition is a powerful thing. It is that quiet, persistent voice that speaks before your mind has fully caught up to the truth. And Bunnie was letting that voice be heard, even if she was wrapping it in humor to soften the blow. But she was not done. In the hours just before the divorce news broke publicly, Bunnie posted something even more telling on her Instagram stories. She shared an intimate photo of herself, dressed in pink lingerie, and she set it to a song called "Help I'm Alive" by Metric. If you know that song, you know it hits differently in this context. It is a song about barely surviving, about feeling your heart pound with the sheer effort of getting through something, about resilience at its most raw and desperate. And over that photo, she wrote 4 words. She's getting her sparkle back. 4 words that quietly said everything. That sparkle had been missing. Something had taken it from her. Something had dimmed her, and now, on the other side of that something, she was reclaiming herself. She also reposted a quote around the same time that read, "Come here, let me show you what love feels like." Read that in the context of everything else, and it becomes a declaration. A woman turning the page, looking ahead and announcing on her own terms that she is ready for what comes next. This is what makes Bunnie Zoe's story so compelling and so deeply human. She did not give a press conference. She did not release a statement through a publicist. She did what millions of everyday people do when they are going through something painful. She posted. She let the music speak. She let the captions carry the weight of what she could not fully say. And her audience absorbed it without realizing what they were absorbing. Those posts were a journal written in public, a processing of grief and transformation happening in real time, one story and one video at a time. Here is what we can all take away from this. Social media has become the space where people tell the truth before they are ready to tell the truth. The cryptic posts, the loaded song choices, the captions that feel just a little too specific, they are never random. People communicate what they are going through, even when they think they are hiding it. Bunnie So was not hiding. She was speaking, and the world just was not listening closely enough. Now that we know the full picture, every post she made lands with a completely different weight. The intuition video, the sparkle caption, the love quote, they were not cryptic at all. They were a timeline. A woman moving through shock, through heartbreak, and into something that looks a lot like freedom. Nearly 10 years. A Las Vegas concert. A love story that the whole world rooted for. And now a new chapter beginning in the most Bunnie So way possible. Loudly, boldly, and entirely on her own terms. Whatever comes next for her, one thing is already clear. Her sparkle is very much back.